The 5 toxic olive oil mistakes. You call it liquid gold. You use it to protect your heart, over 60. You trust it, over 60. But 99% of people over 60 are using it the wrong way. They are turning this helper into an inflammatory poison right in their own kitchen. For years, you've been told one clear rule: choose olive oil. It's the heart of the Mediterranean diet, shown to lower bad cholesterol and calm inflammation. But this simple advice hides a tricky and risky truth. The olive oil world is crooked. Big studies have kept finding that a shocking share of extra virgin olive oil sold in US stores isn't what it says it is. It's often mixed with cheap inflammatory seed oils like soybean or sunflower oil. You think you bought a health food, but you're actually paying more for the very stuff you want to avoid. And if you do get a real bottle, the second risk starts the moment you open it: oxidation. Olive oil is fragile. It's basically a fruit juice. And like any juice, it goes bad. Its worst enemies are light, heat, and air. These 3 things attack those strong heart-helping polyphenols and turn them into pro-inflammatory chemicals. That bottle of liquid gold on your counter for over 60 people right now may not be the protector you paid for. It may be rancid. It may be fake. And this healthy pick could quietly stress your body. So how do you spot the difference? Today we will reveal the 5 most dangerous olive oil mistakes. And you must stay with me all the way to the end, because the 5th mistake uncovers a hidden risky interaction with a common medicine that almost no one knows about. Let's start today with the mistake that makes your superfood toxic. Mistake 1. Using your best oil for high-heat cooking, the acrolein toxin. Mistake number 1. You use your most expensive quality extra virgin olive oil for high-heat cooking. You use it to sear your steak, fry your eggs, or stir-fry your vegetables. That feels like the healthiest choice. In truth, it is one of the most dangerous. This comes down to a key word: the smoke point. The extra virgin in Evo means it's unrefined. It's raw. It's full of those lovely fragile polyphenols and nutrients we want. But because they are fragile, they break down. They cannot take high heat. Extra virgin olive oil has a fairly low smoke point, around 350 to 410 degrees F. Your typical frying pan easily passes that, often reaching 450 or more. The moment that nice expensive oil begins to smoke, you are no longer cooking. You are doing a dangerous chemical reaction. First, you are losing every single health benefit you paid for. Those helpful polyphenols are the first to be destroyed. But it gets much worse. The oil itself starts to oxidize. This oxidation releases a wave of free radicals, and it creates a specific toxic compound called acrolein. This is the same harsh, stinging chemical found in cigarette smoke for over 60 people. It's the stuff that stings your eyes and makes you cough when the pan gets too hot. You aren't just burning the oil. You are creating an inflammatory toxin that you and your family are breathing in, and then coating your healthy food with it. The fix is simple, and it will save you money. Treat your expensive extra virgin olive oil like a finishing oil, not a cooking oil. It is a condiment. Drizzle it on salads. Pour it over pasta after it's cooked. Dip your bread in it. Use it cold. When you need to cook, when you need high heat, you use regular olive oil or light olive oil. These oils are refined, which removes those fragile compounds, giving them a much higher smoke point, up to 470 degrees. They are safer for cooking, and they are much cheaper. You've been using your best oil to do the worst thing. Mistake 2. The worst place to store your oil, making it rancid and pro-inflammatory. Mistake number 2. You store your olive oil on the counter right next to the stove. I know why, over 60. It's convenient. You reach for it every single day. But what you've gained in convenience, you have lost in health for people over 60. That bottle sitting next to your stove is in a war zone, and it is losing. Remember the 3 enemies of olive oil? Heat, light, and air. Your kitchen counter is flooded with all 3. The spot next to your stove is the absolute worst place in your entire home. It's constantly warmed by heat from the burners and oven, even when not in use. Every time you cook, you are slowly preheating your oil, speeding up its damage. This constant gentle heat does one thing. It makes the oil go rancid fast. And here's the part that should make you rethink that choice, especially over 60. Rancid oil is not just useless. It is actively harmful. Those strong anti-inflammatory polyphenols, they're gone. They have been replaced by compounds that are pro-inflammatory. That heart-healthy oil you're pouring over your salad is now causing inflammation in your body, stressing your arteries, and doing the opposite of what you paid for. The fix is urgent for people over 60. Right after you finish this video, I want you to take that bottle and move it. Olive oil belongs in a cool, dark place, a pantry, a cabinet, a cupboard, anywhere away from light and heat. And never ever buy olive oil in a clear plastic or glass bottle. You are paying for a dead product. Mistake number 3 is next. Mistake 3. How to spot a fake bottle. The 70% supermarket scam. Mistake number 3. And this one should make you angry. There is a very high chance the extra virgin olive oil on your shelf right now is a complete fake, especially if you are over 60 and trying to protect your health. For years, investigations have exposed the huge fraud in this industry. A major study from UC Davis found that over 70% of imported olive oils labeled extra virgin failed to meet the standard. 70%. What does that mean? It means you are being tricked. These companies are taking your money which you spend to care for your health, and they are giving you a worthless product. These fake oils are often diluted with cheap industrial seed oils like soybean oil, canola oil, or sunflower oil. Oils that are high in inflammatory omega-6 fats. You are paying a high price for the very oils you are trying to avoid. You are buying a bottle of inflammation. It is a shame, and it is happening in almost every supermarket. But here is where the power goes back to you over 60. You don't have to be tricked by this scam. You just have to learn how to read the secret code on the bottle that they don't want you to notice. From now on, when you shop for olive oil, you are going to be a detective. First, you look at the bottle itself. If it isn't a clear plastic or clear glass bottle, put it down. You already know light is the enemy, and that company doesn't care. Only buy oil in a dark, solid glass bottle. Second, look for a seal of quality. A third-party certification like the COOC seal if it's from California. This is a trusted stamp that confirms it is real. And third, this is the most important secret. Ignore the best by date. That date is a useless marketing guess. You are looking for one thing, the harvest date or pressed on date. Olive oil is a fruit juice. It is not wine. It does not get better with age. It only gets worse. You must buy the freshest oil possible. If that bottle does not have the honesty to tell you when the olives were harvested, usually within the last 12 to 18 months, it is hiding something. Put it back. Now you know the code. Now you have the control. Mistake number 4, the calorie trap for people over 60. Mistake 4, the healthy calorie trap. 120 calories per spoonful. The calorie trap. You've done everything right. You swapped out those creamy high-sugar dressings for healthy olive oil. You're eating big salads every single day, but for some reason, the scale isn't moving. Or worse, it's actually going up, especially over 60. You're frustrated. You're confused. You ask yourself, how can I possibly be gaining weight when I'm eating salads? Here's your answer. Because you believe it's a good fat, you use it freely, especially over 60. You don't measure, you just pour. But here's the shocking truth that most people ignore. Healthy fat does not mean low calorie. In fact, fat is the most calorie-dense nutrient on Earth. 1 single tablespoon of olive oil has 120 calories. Let that sink in. The healthy salad you made for dinner after you generously poured that oil likely had more calories than a glazed donut. The light vegetables you sautéed, that was an extra 360 calories you didn't even count. You haven't been failing your diet. You have just been fooled by the word healthy. The fix is fast, especially for people over 60. Take out your measuring spoon. 1 tablespoon is the serving, not the bottle. Finally, mistake number 5. Mistake 5. The silent, dangerous interaction with blood thinners. This is the one I warned you about at the beginning. It's the mistake that goes beyond calories or fake labels. This is a silent, dangerous medical interaction. Millions of seniors over 60 are currently taking a blood-thinning medication like warfarin, also known as Coumadin, or even a daily aspirin plan to protect their heart. These medications are important, but olive oil, just like the walnuts we talked about in another video, contains compounds that also have a mild blood-thinning effect. Alone, this is a great healthy benefit. But when you stack these things together, a fish oil supplement in the morning, a lot of olive oil dressing at lunch, and then your prescribed medication in the evening, you are creating a dangerous stacking effect. You could be unknowingly over-thinning your blood, greatly increasing your risk for serious bruising or a dangerous internal bleeding event. This is not a food problem. It's a chemistry problem. If you are on any blood-thinning medication, you must talk to your doctor about your olive oil use, especially over 60. It is not a free food. It is a biologically active compound that must be balanced with your medicine. It sounds scary, but I promise you the solution is simple. You don't have to fear your food. You just have to be smart. The 3S Golden Rule for using olive oil safely. From now on, I want you to remember my easy 3S Golden Rule for olive oil. First, select the right oil for the job. That means extra virgin in a dark bottle with a recent harvest date for cold food only, and a cheaper refined light olive oil for hot cooking. Second, store. Store it correctly in a cool, dark cabinet. Never ever next to the stove. Third, serve. Serve the right amount. 1 measured tablespoon, not a flood. And if you are on medication, serve yourself safely by talking with your doctor. You are now in control. If this video helped you, tap that like button and subscribe. And join me next week as we reveal the 5 healthy milk mistakes that could actually be harming your bones over 60.